Then now we have reached 11th of the month. Tam priyamanam samupastitam kavim.
Tam
प्रियमाणं
Tam kavim
प्रजा विसर्गे
Vasa isha smita sochi sagira.
सहित स्मिता सोचिषा गिरा
Priyam
Praya
Makare Sprishan.
प्रियः
Gira
Samupastitam kavim.
Samanam samupastitam kavim
प्रजास विसर्गे
प्रजा
Praja
विसर्गे
visarge nijashasanam
वभाषी शक्ति स्मित
Shotisha gira
प्रियः
Priya priyam pritamana kare sprishan.
Let's wait here. Tam priyamanam samupastitam kavim.
Tam
Priyamanam samupastitam kavim
स्थितं कविं
Nijashasanarhanam Bhashaisha smita shotisha gira Pritamana kare sprisham.
Yes, Shobha Mataji, what is saying?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Tam priyamaणं samupastitam kavim praja visarge nijashasanaharnam bhavasaiša smitasochi sagira priya priyam pritamana karispraham.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Aishwarya Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडकं तं प्रीयमानां समुपास्थितां कविं प्रजा विसर्गे निजशासनार्हणं बभाषैष स्मितसोऽजिसागिरा प्रिया प्रियं प्रीतमनाकरस्पृश.
Yes.
Tam priyamanam samupastitam kavim praja visarge nijashasanarhanam babhashaishat smitashocisha gira priya priyam pritamana kare sprishan. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण तं प्रीयमानं समुपस्थितं कविं प्रजा विसर्गे निजशासनार्हणं बभाषयीष स्मितसोषि स गिरा प्रियः प्रियं प्रीतमना करे स्पर्शनं. हरे कृष्ण.
तं प्रियमाणं समुपस्थितं कविं
प्रजा विसर्गे निज संसहारणं भवसा एसात समिता सोचिषा गिरा प्रियः प्रियं प्रतमना करे स्पृशा.
तं प्रीयमाणं समुपस्थितं कविं प्रजा विसर्गे निजशासनार्हणं बभाषे ईषत् स्थितशोचिषा गिरा प्रियः प्रियं प्रीतमनः करे स्पृशन्. हरे कृष्ण.
तं प्रियमाणं समुपस्थितं कविं प्रजा विसर्गे निज संसरहणं बहासईषत् स्मितशोषिषागिः प्रिया प्रियं प्रीतमना करे स्पृशन्. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
तं प्रीयमाणं समुपस्थितं कवि प्रजा विसर्गे निजशासनार्हणं बभाषयी च स्मितशोचिषा गिरा प्रियप्रियं प्रीतमनाकरे स्पृशन्
Hare. Manat. He's not there. Chalo, I continue. Come unto Lord Brahma.
Unto Lord
Priyama,
Brahma, Priyamanam,
worthy of being dear.
worthy of
Worthy
being
of
worthy
dear,
of
being
being dear,
Samupastitam.
Samupasthita,
Samupastitam,
Samupastitam.
And before.
present
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 before,
before,
before.
Win.
Kavim,
Kavim.
Great scholar.
the
the great
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 scholar,
scholar,
scholar.
Living entities.
The
living
living
entities,
entities.
living entities,
The matter of creation.
in the
The
matter of
in the matter
matter
of
of
creation,
creation.
Nija,
Nija.
Nija,
Nija
his
Sana.
own,
his own
Asana, Sasana,
Sasana
Asana.
Arhanam.
Control.
control
Arham,
Arhanam,
Nam.
Arhanam
That's suitable.
Babashe.
they should
Babashe,
Babashe.
Babashe,
Addressed.
Addressed.
address,
addressed,
Ishat,
Ishat.
Shat,
Mild.
mild,
Mind.
mild,
Smiling.
Smita. Smiling.
Sita, smiling,
smiling,
Then
with
light.
Toshisha. With
Sita, with
enlightenment.
enlightenment,
enlightenment
Gira,
enlightenment
Gira.
words,
Words.
Priya,
Priya
The
beloved,
beloved.
the beloved,
Priyam. The
Priyam,
counterpart of
the
love.
counterpart of love,
Prita Mana.
Pritamana,
being very much
Being very much
being
pleased.
very pleased
Kare. By the
Kare,
hand.
by the hand,
Shaking.
Sprisam, shaking.
After seeing Brahma present before him, the Lord accepted him as worthy to create living entities to be controlled as he desired. After being very much satisfied, the Lord shook hands with Brahma and slightly smiling addressed him and thus. And seeing Brahma,
God accept.
and seeing
And
Brahma,
seeing
And
Brahma,
seeing Brahma
Brahma
present before him,
Lord
present
present
before him,
before him,
the Lord
The Lord
the
accepted
Lord
accepted him as a
accepted
body
him as
him
worthy to create
as
living
worthy
beings
to
living
create
to
living
be
beings,
beings
controlled as
controlled
he
as he
desired.
desired.
as he
controlled as the
desired.
Lord,
Thus
Thus
being
being
much
much satisfied with
The Lord
satisfied.
said,
After seeing Brahma present before him, the Lord accepted him as worthy to create living beings to be controlled as he desired. And thus being very much satisfied with him, the Lord shook hands with Brahma and slightly smiling addressed him as thus. Yes. Yes, Votaji, Padiye.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The creation of the material world is not blind or accidental. The living entities who are ever conditioned or Nitya Baddha are thus given a chance for liberation under the guidance of his own representative like Brahma. The Lord instructs Brahma in Vedic knowledge in order to diffuse this knowledge to the conditioned souls. The conditioned souls are forgetful souls in their relationship with the Lord, and thus a period of creation and the process of dissemination of Vedic knowledge are necessary activities of the Lord. Lord Brahma has a great responsibility in delivering the conditioned souls, and therefore he is very dear to the Lord. Brahma also does his duty very perfectly, not only by generating the living entities, but also by spreading his party for reclaiming the fallen souls. The party is called Brahma Sampradaya, and any member of this party to date is naturally engaged in reclaiming the fallen souls back to Godhead, back home. The Lord is very much anxious to get back his parts and parcels as stated in the Bhagavad Gita. No one is more dear than one who takes the task of reclaiming the fallen souls back to Godhead. There are many renegades from the Brahma Sampradaya whose only business is to make men more forgetful of the Lord and thus entangle them more and more in material existence. Such persons are never dear to the Lord, and the Lord sends them deeper into the darkest region of matter so that such envious demons may not be able to know the Supreme Lord. Anyone, however, preaching the mission of the Lord in the line of Brahma Sampradaya is always dear to the Lord, and the Lord, being satisfied with such a preacher of the authorized bhakti cult, shakes hands with him in great satisfaction. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
So 9. Tam priyamana samupastitam kaving praja visarge nijasashanarhanam avasa isha smita shocha shagira priya priyam pritamana karesmusha. Om Agyana Tivrandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunipadi Pashad Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Tam Priyamanam Samupastitam Kavim Praja Visarge Nijasashanarhanam Pavasa Isha Smita Shojushagira Priya Priyam Prita Mana Kare Sprisham. After seeing Brahma present before him, the Lord accepted him as worthy to create living beings to be controlled as he desired, and thus being very much satisfied in the Lord, shook hands with Brahma and slightly smiling addressing him. So Krishna is creating this word, proper, this strong word, not blind or accidental. So all this your Big Bang theory is gone for a big bang only. Like a big bang or big hoax. How can the creation come by an accident? We don't have an experience like that. Creation means there is a creator. This is the reasonable. Explosion leads to destruction, not construction. Suppose there is a wonderful building, you put a bomb below. Will the building improve? No. We don't have an experience of an explosion leading to construction. Explosion always leads to destruction. But the same nuclear energy can be used in so many ways. It's used in medicinal ways. It is also used in a nuclear reactor. But there the energy is being controlled. That is, makes sense. Energy controlled by the Lord, Mahatattva, which is known as Mahatattva, terms of Pradhana, Mahatattva. That can be used to something fruitful, being controlled by the Lord. On its own, energy doesn't make any sense. So look in the huge sky, as the scientists do, as some matters, thrown apart by explosion is nonsense. Look at it as something, a huge cosmos under control of the Lord. Therefore, in the beginning, who are totally materialistic people, that they are trained to look the whole cosmic manifestation as Vishwarupa, as the body of the Lord. Okay, at least understand this whole universe to be kind of a self, one organism. Paramatma is the soul of this universe. Yeah, okay, do that. That is the beginning, because you're all so gross. You're not able to see the transcendental beautiful form of the Lord. You see the gross form of the Lord as Virat Rupa, the whole universe, whole cosmos within the body of the Lord. So creation of the world is not blind or accidental. There is a plan and purpose. Who are ever conditioned Nityapada given a chance. So this is a chance. Every moment is a chance for us to go back to the spiritual world. Look in that way. Every moment is a chance. The Lord instructs Brahma in Vedic knowledge. It diffuses knowledge to the conditioned soul. The Lord instructs Brahma in the Vedic knowledge. The Lord is giving the Vedic knowledge. Diffuse the knowledge to the conditioned soul. So that Brahma plays a part. He has his own sampradaya. The conditioned souls are forgetful souls in the relation with the Lord. Yes, and the period of creation, destination, knowledge are necessary. Therefore, continuously that opportunity is being created, and Brahma is a confidential servant who is going to participate in that. So Brahma has a great responsibility in delivering. He does very, very confidential work of the Lord and delivering the living entities and distributing the knowledge. Therefore, is very dear to the Lord. And he is in no doubt that he is a servant of the Lord. We may have doubt, we may have your nonsense confusion, but he has no confusion. It's very, very clear. Brahma does his duty very perfectly, not only by generating living entities, also by spreading his party for reclaiming the fallen souls. Brahma does, therefore we have Brahma Sampradaya, we belong to that Sampradaya. And all the members of Parampara are eager to take people back home, back to Godhead. Krishna is very much anxious. Baba Amsha Jiva Loke, very anxious to go back to his lotus feet. And anybody participating in that is very dear to the Lord. Najatasmat Manusheshu. Nobody is more dear than one to take the task of reclaiming. Many renegades, somebody may say, I belong to Brahma Sampradaya, like Sahaji, as so many varieties are there. These people are not dear to the Lord. Sahaji has been, they feel they don't have to follow any rules and regulations. They can still preach Krishna consciousness. Sahajiya, they make their own they make it cheap. Spiritual life is not cheap. We have to be very serious. It's not a joke. Prabhupada says a very simple process. Don't make joke out of it. Anyone, however, preaching the mission of the Lord in the line of Brahma Samprada, always dear to the Lord. So anybody preaching Krishna consciousness is very dear to the Lord. Lord is very satisfied as a preacher and shakes hands with him great satisfaction. Krishna is very satisfied. So now this is being empowered. Brahma is becoming empowered by the Lord. So all the devatas, they have an appointment letter from Krishna. They are very, very respectful for all of us. We should have all respect for the devatas. Never. Proper to be respect even a man. But definitely care devatas to be carefully respected. We should not disrespect. That is not our mission. But Kali Yuga, not only the devatas, people accept the devatas. Okay, chalo. People don't worship Lord, they worship devatas. Okay, that is also Vedic, that is given in the Shastra. If you're not so fortunate to worship Vishnu, you can worship the devatas. But Kali Yuga, not even devata, they imagine gods. That is a joke in Kali Yuga. They imagine gods. Anybody, everybody, they make God. That is foolishness. That is devata worship is given in the Vedas, but it is not the highest. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that take to worship of Vishnu. Okay? Take to worship of Krishna. It recommends us to take worship of Krishna, but does not condemn worship of the Devatas, because that is Vedic. Because some people may not be intelligent enough to directly worship Vishnu. They are more interested in material facilities. Okay, you worship Brahma, you worship Shiva, you worship Ganesha, you worship that. It's okay. We are not condemning Devata worship. It is not intelligent. Therefore, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Alpa Medasa. Those who are less intelligent, they go to Anashta Buddhaya, they go to worship Devatas. But it is not bad. But what is Kali Yuga condition is terrible. Okay, worship Devata is one thing. Is you go to any puja shop, 80-90% what is sold as God is not God at all, not even Devata, not even God. Some jokers just do the magic and people become mad and they worship them. They even construct temples of them. That is not recommended. You worship the Lord if you are most intelligent. Worship Devatas. Okay. But it would have been better, you would have directly worshipped the Lord. If you are intelligent, Bhagavad Gita and Krishna is saying, Mam Anuspara, you think about me. Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mam Ekam Sharanamaja. Come to me. Krishna is recommending exclusive devotion to him. He is encouraging. But suppose somebody is worshipping Devata, it's also Vedic. We cannot stop it. We don't stand outside a Devi Devata temple. Don't go there. It's wrong. But worship of bogus gods, which is you know the what to say, the concoctions of Kali Yuga, that is bad. Prabhupada used to say whole world is mad, but they don't accept God is there. Indians are doubly mad because anybody, everybody they make God. That is foolishness. We should come out. Definitely we should not do that. And slowly we should, after hearing Bhagavatam, where is the doubt now? Correct? You see here Brahma is the topmost personality. So clearly Brahma is taking blessings of the Lord. Lord is blessing him to create, seeing is fit to create. And how many people Trimurti doesn't come out of their head. Brahma is just a servant of the Lord. But how much they are stuck to this idea, Brahma is also equal to God. See, Brahma is taking blessing, he's taking worship of Narayana, he's praying to Narayana. Isn't it clear? Same way you will see Shiva also coming in other portions of Bhagavatam, the fourth canto. We are in the second canto now. He's also offering prayers to the Lord in so many instances. It is so clear, like black and white. They have no doubts. It is we who create confusion and have doubts. Okay. So we should take shelter of the Lord, and same opportunity we will also get. Whenever anybody gets a blessing, Prabhupada says, you can also get the blessing. With great pleasure, we can get blessings of Krishna. Like Brahma is being blessed by the Lord. Lord is totally satisfied by his austerities and is blessing him to do it. Similarly, without being austere, we should not expect Lord to bless us to do anything. Okay? We should also earn the trust of the Lord. Even the Lord in anxiety, you want a big responsibility, but we are not ready. And how Krishna will be confident, correct? So we should be very careful, sincere, pure. We want to do some service to Krishna, but we should earn the trust of Krishna so that he can, with full confidence, he can. And he's fully confident that yes, Brahma, I'm entrusting you with the creation, making you the head of the universe, and I have full faith you'll do the job properly. Just like in a company, we are entrusting a responsibility. It's a very big responsibility being given, but with great confidence and faith. So we should earn that. Prabhupada says, don't try to see God, do something that God sees you. That's what Brahma did. First, for Brahma was personally trying to see the cause of his creation. He was going down the stem to see where the cause. He could not understand anything. But later, he got a hint with tapasya. When he did tapasya, first Narayana appeared, then Krishna appeared, and he got darshan. Hare Krishna. Shoma Mataji, you like to add something? Oh, sorry. I made everybody fully muted. Yes, Mataji, you like to
Hare
add
Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Lord loves his devotees like means in the Lord loves Brahmas. In the case of Hiranyakashipu, we can see that Hiranyakashipu was given benediction by Brahma that he should be killed by not he shouldn't be killed by human or animal, not outside or inside, not with any weapon, not on earth or on air, like that. Keeping this benediction in mind, Lord took Narsimha avatar to fulfill his devotee Brahma's this word means his benediction. Otherwise, if Krishna wishes, he could have directly come and killed Hiranyakashipu. He doesn't have to take Narsimha avatar, but just to keep his Lord is so merciful to keep his devotees' words. He took Narsimha avatar. Also, to make his devotee Prahlad's words true, he took Narsimha avatar. And Prahlada's faith was so strong that he said, in this pillar, Narsimha is there. Yes, Narsimha came to keep his two devotees promise. Lord took Narsimha avatar. And also similarly, if we can see, some people ask us, why 16 rounds? They ask. So, but I tell them, yes, Krishna never mentioned 16 rounds in Bhagavad Gita. Then I told them, yes, Krishna never mentioned. Krishna said, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. But because of Prabhupada's mercy, it's the 16 rounds for us. Means otherwise 24 hours we have to chant his name. Prabhupada made it. Prabhupada knows these less intelligent people of Kali Yuga cannot do this 64 rounds or Satatam Kirtayantama. Just by doing 16 rounds, by following Prabhupada's words, definitely Krishna will be pleased because Krishna listens to his devotees. And also here it's mentioned that Krishna shakes hands with him with great satisfaction, one who preaches his mission. So we can see that he loves his devotees. To keep his devotees' words, Krishna, he can change the rules also. We can see that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Ashar Mataji, you want to add something?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, the Big Bang Theory, like even though it is by the explosion, so Prabhupada says there should be someone who created that explosion. And then people can't answer that one. So yes, and Prabhupada is like Vaishnavas, like Prabhupada and all are Paradukka Dukhi. They are very compassionate to the fallen souls in material world. So Mahaprabhu delivered one Jagai Matai, but Prabhupada delivered millions of Jagai Matai. And he took all the risk, and that's how he became very dear to Krishna. And Mahaprabhu says, Yare dekhe tare kahe Krishna upadesh. So whoever we meet, we should tell about Krishna to them. And many devotees, they suffered in jail also to preach this Krishna consciousness. And their beads were destroyed. Their Bhagavad Gita was destroyed. Still, they made beads out of bread, and they used to put tilak with the paste and all. So much they suffered. They were tied up and beaten so many times not to chant the holy name. But how Haridas Thakur was beaten in 22 marketplace, and he suffered all that. And all these devotees, the disciples of Prabhupada, because of them, this movement have become so viral, and all over the world, people have taken Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada says, like, whoever preached this mission, I personally will come and take them back home, back to Godhead. So that's the only thing he tells us, to chant 16 rounds and follow the four regulatory principles and preach the mission. And since we are Indians, born in India. Mahaprabhu says that is our dharma. We should always preach this and do the paropakar. That this is the real type of charity or humanity service.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Bole.
Prabhuji, in Bhagavad Gita also, Lord has mentioned that he is those who spread the message are more dear to him. The same thing is mentioned here also, Prabhuji.
Correct. Yes. No contradiction in the whole Vedas. Everywhere it is harmony. Same
And how
also.
can we spread it, Prabhuji? Prabhuji, how can we spread it?
Vedvyasa is writing, so you find same things everywhere. Yeah.
How can we spread it? How can we spread it?
You spread it, first you understand, first you hear. Before speaking, you hear. Correct? You want to teach physics, what you should do first, you should study seriously. Then you can teach.
Yes.
Otherwise you'll teach wrong.
Yes.
Janma sarthaka kari karo paropakar. Yes, Prabhuji. First we have to preach ourselves, then we have to preach to others.
First we should be merciful to ourselves, then show mercy.
Yes.
We like to be merciful. So look at the mirror and be merciful on yourself. Then show mercy to the world.
Hare Krishna,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Brahma, whenever Brahma is tapas is done on Brahma, he gives unmindful some boon, and mostly asuras are praying to Brahma, and afterwards they are everybody is in trouble, and then they go to Krishna, and Krishna protect actually. And is it done by Brahma purposely so that Krishna's glory can be known to everybody?
Confidentially, this is the reason. No, see, Devatas are all praying to the Lord. These people who go to benediction to Devatas are actually disturbing. Just like say, now you're attending Bhagavatam class, correct? We are discussing something. Somebody comes, hey, 5 rupees, 5 rupees, 5 rupees. What do you say? Yaar, dost ko na mera Bhagavatam class kharab ho raha hai. You got it? That's how it is. Brahma, Shiva are all busy in tasya and in devotion service. These people, hey, 5 rupees, 5 rupees, le yaar, jata. It's like that. They think it's very big thing. We think that Pamashud, Hiranakashud, nothing actually. For Brahma, it's a joke, correct? Hey, 5 rupees diya bas, he is jumping with that. That's all. Very insignificant. Danavas are foolish actually. They look for something very insignificant. The real thing Brahma can give you is devotion to Krishna. He's a great thing. Similarly, Lord Shiva also there are. Ravana went to Lord Shiva. All they go for some 5 rupees. But actually, you can go to Lord Shiva for devotion, he can give. He has his own sampradaya, Rudra sampradaya. He can give you devotion to the Lord. He's so exalted. In the 4th canto, we will read Rudra Gita is also there. He offers beautiful prayers to the Lord. But people don't go to Brahma and Shiva for devotion. And all Devatas for that matter. They go to Ganesha, Shiva, Durga. For what? For the material benefit, for that Pancha. They are not really satisfied with them. When you go to them and you say, give me bhakti, they are really happy. Oh, wonderful. Like Narada goes to Brahma, and it's all Brahma and Narada, there is a big discussion in the Bhagavatam. And that's what is going on now. Brahma is telling Narada, this happened, that happened. He's in great pleasure. You think the same pleasure Hiranyakashipu gave him? No. Not disturbance. He just got rid of a disturbance. He was being so much tapasya, heating the whole universe. And just desiring some benediction. So there are certain things given with pleasure, certain things given with, with distaste. All the Dhanavas, they get benediction without happy. Just like a child says, mother, give me something, I want to go to watch a movie, some money. And he crying. You give money, but you're not happy in that. Correct? So these are like these people, Dhanavas. Even the Devatas are not giving the benediction happily. Okay, take it like that. It's not pleasure. They don't satisfy them really.
But they give and then that is creating problem now.
Now, creating problem with that. That is, don't worry. That's the karma of people only. Hey, somebody has to die, somebody has to kill now. So these people create some disturbance. They become instrument and to give some karma to their own karma to people. Brahma is not creating anybody's karma. Nobody can harm you unless you harm yourself. When you have a karma, then only you will suffer.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, I know this is a revolutionary. Coming, imagine from the platform of kitchen. He's also God, he's also God. Coming to the platform, understanding Krishna is supreme, that is Bhagavatam, and slowly understanding devotion to the Lord. Isn't it? Days. By Krishna's grace, you're all making the journey in days. And my request is hold on to the chanting of the holy name to slowly understand pure devotion. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vancha kalpata rupascha kipasannava eva Patitanam
Vibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Anantapurti Vaishnav ki Jai.
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 Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you,
Hare Krishna
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna